Hi, I'm Shivani Kawa and I'm back with more updates on the Dharmasthala mass burial case. You have trusted us to report on this story and we told you that we will be legally challenging the gag orders based on the case filed by Harshendra Kumar, brother of Dharmadhikari Virendra Hegde. The News Minute has filed two writ petitions in the Karnataka High Court challenging two separate gag orders that are being used to restrict our reportage on this case. The High Court is likely to hear both the cases in the next week. In the first case, we are challenging an ex parte order issued by a Bengaluru court back in March 2025. The suit was filed by employees of Shri Kshetra Dharmasthala Rural Development Project for our reporting on Saujanya case. We weren't even named in dispute, yet we received legal notices demanding us to take down specific articles and a tweet citing the court order and placing us as a defendant in the case. In the second case, we are challenging another ex parte order given by a court in July 2025. This one asked for over 8,000 links to be taken down. TNM was listed as defendant number 47 along with 338 other defendants. This order restrained all of us from publishing any defamatory content against Dharmasthala Temple, Dharmadhikari and his family. Now we have stuck to the facts in our reporting and we continue to do so. But we decided to go to the court and challenge these gag orders because this is also about press freedom. Now for what happened on the ground today. It's day 9 of the exhumation in Dharmasthala. The SIT has still not started excavating at site number 13, the last location originally pointed out by the whistleblower. Today, the team moved into the dense forest patch near Snanaghatta, close to the site where skeletal remains were found earlier this week. In my update yesterday, I refer to this site as Site 11A, but here onwards, I will be calling it Site 14. The SIT is digging in these areas again. As the SIT closed its operation today, there were no major updates. As we reported earlier, the SIT sources said that they may dig in adjacent areas around previously excavated spots based on new inputs from the whistleblower. A few Kannada news channels have been claiming that the first skeletal remain exhumed by the whistleblower, which was submitted to the SIT, was that of a male. But we spoke to the SIT sources and they said the verification hasn't been done yet. Now, two other people have approached the SIT with complaints that they have seen bodies being buried. One of them is Jayant, a social activist and a relative of Padmalata, a student who was kidnapped and murdered back in 1986, and other is Babu Gowda, grandfather of Saujanya. The SIT can only investigate, it cannot register complaint. So the two men have been directed to go to the police station to file complaints. As far as we know, the SIT has asked for a police station status around 15 days ago, but the Home Ministry has not yet given any sanction. That's all from me today. Now, we have been in Dharmasthala for a month now, verifying every lead, cross-checking every fact, and following each and every development in the case very closely. Now, if you believe in this kind of journalism, do support our work by becoming a TNM subscriber or contributing to our reporting fund. Thank you for watching, and I will be back tomorrow with more updates.